painting of portrait, and I'll be showing you a very fast watercolor portrait. As you have seen, I have drawn a rough outline of the sketch which I keep ready so that the main coloring part is covered during the session. So let's start quickly. We have live sessions. If you are joining for the first time, we have sessions on drawing of portrait, painting, coloring, sketching, and lots more. We have separate sessions on different art forms. So if you have not joined us, stay connected with us throughout the session and you will enjoy it. And subscribe the channel if you like the video. Let's start. So when I normally explain that whenever you have to start a portrait, you can start from anywhere, but I am starting from the eyes. In the eyes, how do you give detail to the eyes? I will show you very quickly. This is an Indian face. So what we do is we keep the whole thing, and the main part of the eye, I have to show a shine in the eye. Therefore, I will keep a part white, and the other portion I will do brown. And because it is Indian face, therefore I am using a yellow ochre shade. If you have not seen the color, then you can see the color that they have got different shades which have been named differently. So there is a shade yellow ochre, and we apply this shade first. This is to give the first tone in the eye. After that, we give the second layer to the eye. So once this color has dried, then I will come back to the eyes. In the meantime, let's do the coloring of the face. So for coloring of the face, I am using very light, and I am using a color which is red, mixture of red. There is yellow ochre, and there is a use of orange, and I am applying it light because the face of the girl is clear. Clear means it is fair. Therefore I have to use, you can see how I am applying it. I have applied the color very less, and I am using water to spread the color and give a light tone. This is done when you want to color faster. And this is how I have spread it. I am moving on to the other area. First I will apply a basic tone on the face. So this is how you do it. You apply a first layer and just spread it and let the color dry. That is, I am not using too much of color. You can see I am just spreading, and the hand I am using to dip it in water, and then I am applying a first layer on the face. So keep the first layer light, don't apply too much of color. If the first layer is light, you can make dark over it because it is watercolor and it is transparent. So keep the first layer light. Now we'll give detail to it after some time. I am just applying first layer. This is just to give a base color. Over this, then we will have the three tones effect, which is normally done in any medium. The medium color will be applied after the light tone has been applied. So the face is getting an appearance of slight pink tone. You must be getting it. I will keep showing you in close up in between. Now see, this is the first layer applied. Now while I was doing it, the eyes have dried. So now let's give color to the eyes. For making of the eyes, we use the same skin tone, but we use brown, then yellow ochre, and little bit of black also to give a dark tone to the eyes. So first I will apply a light tone in the eyelashes. There is eyeliner used on the eyes, so I have to use a thin brush and give shape to the eye with a thin brush. You can use any brush, but the area where you have to apply, where the area is very less or a small area, you can use thin brush. Now when you give shade to the eyes in the black area, the center part of the eye near the white, you can see I will put black. Black means not full black, mixture of brown, red, black and orange. And this is the black portion of the eye, which is the pupil of the eye. So this is big or small according to according to the amount of light falling. That is a scientific part of the eye. So it is dark or light depending upon the amount of light which is falling on the eyes. And then I am using light brown and making the outer lining of the eye with this black, and then I will spread it. So a thin lining of the eye. The eyes are not wide open, they are small, and the colored part of the eye is also small. Now keep observing what I am doing to give the shape to the eye. Now let it dry. Let's move on to the eyebrows. So the eyebrows, I will apply a first layer which will be darker than the skin. Over this, then I will give a detail. So when you are painting any portrait, then the giving of detail to the eyebrows and the area around the eye is important to get the resemblance. So I have applied first layer and I will wait for this to dry. In the meantime, let's move on to the nostril. This area will be dark and the other area of the nose will be done with very light shade. It will not be done dark. Now normally you will see that any painting or a watercolor or a sketching session is recorded and things are fast forwarded. You will see time lapse thing. So here it is not time lapse. You will be able to observe each step. Now this is the nose, the bone in the nose which I have done with light shade, and then I will spread it outside. Now observe the face. There is a thing here in the near the eye, this portion. is having a shade of the, this is the nose bone, which is different in different people. It has a different angle, and this girl has got a celebrity. She has got a particular shape of the nose which will help you to identify. So one side is having more light, other side is having less light. So accordingly you will shade and give the transitions in the shading. Now this is important, giving of the shape to the nose. The nose is thin and it has been it is long and broad from the bottom. Now I have applied a shade and now I am spreading the color to make it look broad. Now under the eye there is a very soft thing which I have to do. Under both the eyes this will be done. Now let's come to the detailing of the eyes. Once the eye is done, you will yourself be able to understand that your drawing is coming correct or not. And people have asked that they are not able to get the similarity. Doesn't matter. Similarity you will get. Keep doing the work. The more you will practice, the more you will do it, the more you will observe any face, the more you will observe the drawing, and your work will improve slowly and slowly. The observation of your drawing will depend upon time. Whatever you are observing today in any drawing, it will be definitely better after some time. The details which you are seeing in a drawing will improve after some time. So if you see any person is giving more detail, it is because he or she has practiced a lot. So you just have to keep on doing the work. And after some time you will yourself feel, yes, there is a change. If you look back to your work which you were doing 5 years ago, 2 years ago, or even 1 year ago, you will observe the change. So you are seeing that I am taking time in the eyes. Now the eyebrows I am doing, the hair will be done. So you have to move the brush with thin lining brush. Now mix the brown and red and just give a thin hairline on the eyebrows. The eyebrows are made flat, but they are not to be made flat, there are hair in them. So I am just moving the brush first, making some light hair, then over that I will give detail of black. So when this is done, they will look slightly better. Now making of portrait involves different observation. So I am just showing you the basic of how do you make watercolor portrait faster. Now there is an eyelid which is having a thin mark on the above part. And now I have to give shape and the head. So there is this part of the eye is having a shade here, and this part also is having. So apply very less color and wash the brush and then just spread it. Now near the eyebrow, near the nose bone and above this area, there is a slight shading which has to be applied. So don't use too much of dark. I'll show you in close up what is happening. So applying color, after that I am just washing it. Just see. Now when I am showing you in close up, then I am observing the changes or whatever are the requirements which I have to amend. In the lower side, the eyes are narrow. From this side also. Now we'll give detail to this after some time. Let's come on to the other parts of the face, the hair and everything. Now I'll start. Now important thing, making of the lips. This is a part, and making of the teeth. Now apply the skin tone in the skin because there is a very light skin tone in the lipstick. Keep it light, then you can make it dark as I have said. Now the lower lip is facing light, and from the lower side it is having a shine. Now here I have to just spread it and use water and clean brush and just spread. So when you use water in the clean area, observe it, then the shine on the lips will come when I will just wash the brush and mix this color with the skin. Now, how do you make the teeth? So I will not paint in the teeth. The outer area of the teeth I will make dark and the teeth will be highlighted. So observe the teeth, you observe. I will make outline of, I have drawn a rough sketch of the teeth. Now when I will paint in the outer part of the teeth, so teeth you have to observe according to the face. Whatever is the shape of the teeth, that has to be done properly. And then the outer corner, which is the outer part of the mouth, that will be done dark. And I'll show you just now that I have not made outline of the teeth, but because I have done the lower part of the teeth dark, the teeth are observed. You can observe them. Now how do you make the teeth without painting too much? So you have to just make gums at the upper part. And just see what happens. The outer corner, that is extreme corner of the mouth, has to be done dark. So I have applied dark shade here on both the sides. There is a smile on the face, and from the extreme corner it will be dark, and towards the inner side it will be made lighter. So these are the important part of the face. Once this is done, the teeth are visible. So will not give detail too much of work on that. Now let's move on to the hair. For making of hair, the hair is having golden streak. So what I will do, I will put yellow ochre and little bit of brown in the part where I want to show a golden shine. And once this has dried, then see, I will show you everything in front of you. So you have to just make a base of the hair. So whenever you make any simple portrait or anything in the face, so what did we do? We started from the light area. Then we move on to the darker area. So here also I am starting the hair by painting a light tone. Over this, the hair are black and they are having a golden shine. So I am applying a golden shine with the help of yellow ochre. And in the whole hair I can do it because I can color it dark anytime. This is having the same skin tone with a little bit of more of the yellow ochre. Now this will dry and then I will have to give dark shade on it. The hair are long. So I have applied Now I will give black on the hair. Over this, when I will put black, now black does not mean full black. You have to use the same color of the space. Use red, use brown, and mix black in it. The hair will get a natural brown look and it will not be full black. Now I have mixed. Now you will apply the shade, and the part which I want to show golden, that part I will leave, and the other part I will paint with the dark tone which I have told you just now. Now the parts which I want to look shiny, I will leave them. And black will be shown with more detail. First layer I am applying. The lower part of the face which is away from light will be in darkness. So here I can apply a dark tone directly. Now how do you show the curls? This is watercolor session, but if you want to understand, then there is a separate session which we did specially on making of the hair. So you can watch that. It will be of great help in how do you give detail to the hair, that is in shading. So the same technique is done with the help of colors here. You are seeing I am moving the hair with the flow of the hair. Now the hair are long and they are not fully black, but black will help in highlighting them. So the parts which you are seeing white, they can be shaded with a light tone. And the part which I want dark, I am doing more brown and black mixed in them. Now let's give further detail on the other side. Where the hair start, there the coloring should be kept in such a way that it merges. So near the head and the forehead I am shading, but I am keeping, I will have to wash it so that the hair looks like it is merged with the skin. It should not look, to make it look more real, I have to do this. Now dark is applied. And here at the top the hair are curled, there is a curl in them. So don't make the whole thing black, just leave some area, and this area which I have left, now I have washed the brush and I am rubbing clean brush in this area. So this is to make the color and make the portrait fast. This area is having a curl in the hair. Okay, so now let's give further detail. Now mix brown and add more black and use a thin brush and move the brush in the direction of the hair. And the outer lining of the hair will not be made, it will be made rough because the hair will not be set on the hair, they will be flying. So now this is what we do when we make the hair. Now this gives the hair with a required shine. You can see the curls. Now this side of the hair near the face have to be done dark. So this will highlight the face. This part has to be done dark. Now the face has become bright because of the darkness which I have applied on the hair. Now use thin brush and move the brush in the direction towards the inner side of the hair. And keep the thin lining in mind. Near the hair, near the forehead, the hair will have thin mixing up. So you will not make a full lining on the hair. You have to just mix the color and so that the hair look like the skin is having merged with the hair. So what I am doing now is I am just mixing the color and the hair like this. Now let's give some more detail. So you have to the skin color, and now to give smile, add little bit color in this part. I had applied in the beginning, but here now I have to apply. The skin color, which normally everyone thinks is a skin color, depends, it is not skin color. Some companies have started putting skin color in the color boxes also. So that is not the skin color. The skin color tone is different. So normally when you will find a skin tone, that is not the skin tone of the Indians. So that is not the way coloring is done. So according to the color and the texture of the face of the person, we make the color. So there is a link of color chart given below. You can check that. It is very important, useful. It will help you in selecting the right tone. Now let's add some more detail in the face. So keep the shading light. And there is a smile on the face, plus there is a sort of dimples which are developing on the cheek. Now the chin area, the lower part will be kept dark. The chin lining is not to be made, but light shade will be applied. There is a sort of smile, and under the lip shade is there, so that has to be done. So normally you will see watercolors are done differently. Differently means they are done depending upon the detailing, what you are making and how you are doing. So here I have shown you how do you make a simple watercolor. There is not too much detailing. Almost 30 minutes have passed and you have seen everything in front of you. Now in the nose, the lower part of the nose will have a shine. Therefore what I am doing, I am applying the color and just washing it. Now the area under the nose, apply color and just spread it. Use clean water. Another important thing which I say in every session is that if you feel that the water has become dirty, then don't hesitate, just change the water. Because of the water, now just have a closer look. Now there is a reflection of the hair on the face, therefore I am making this. Observe this. This is a reflection of the hair on the face. And now there is a characteristic thing in the eyes. This part is swollen and so is this part. Now the corner of the eye of the nose has to be done with a shine. Therefore, when I will apply a dark tone, then this area of the eye will become highlighted. So this is a simple portrait which I have done. And now the lower area was left. Now this area of the lower part of the face, that is the neck area, has to be done but with a darker tone. So I am doing this area. And this area which is under the chin will be made dark. And the other area will be made absolutely light. Therefore, I am just washing the brush and spreading this. Oh, the skin will look. And now the hair were left. So add the color and add more black. So the basic face you have seen. Observe the eyes, the nose, the teeth and the hair. The remaining you can see on the thumbnail. So I'll finish it and you can watch the remaining part. So if you have liked it, please subscribe to the channel, press the notification and stay connected.